10 best things about Jurassic World Dominion. Number 1. The T-Rex gets revenge. When the T-Rex first appears in the film, it is about to devour a deer. However, the Gigantosaurus appears to steal the meal, resulting in a brief fight between the two apex predators. The T-Rex retreats after being bitten on the nose. The T-Rex is ready for vengeance when the two titans meet again at the end of the film. It bites the Gigantosaurus in the same spot every time. It was only able to win thanks to the assistance of the Therizinosaurus. The T-Rex had no intention of consuming the kill, demonstrating respect for its accomplice and demonstrating that it only wanted the Gigantosaurus dead for the sake of vengeance. Number 2. The old cast is as great as ever. Seeing the original cast back together on the screen was a real treat for fans. Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm were among the franchise's most interesting and intelligent human characters. Their charisma, humor, and stellar acting made the film highly enjoyable, and the script didn't make any of them act out of character. It was easy for audiences to root for them. Number 3. It's not another jungle movie. Many of the Jurassic Park films have taken place in the jungle, a setting that fans have grown tired of. Many of the dinosaurs from previous films can be found on a remote island covered in lush vegetation. Jurassic World Dominion switches up the locations, with Claire only spending a few minutes in the jungle to hide from the Therizinosaurus. The main characters encounter dinosaurs in the city, on the ice, in the air, fully showing off what dinosaurs can do in different environments. Number 4. Therizinosaurus are territorial. The beaked snout and long unguals of the Therizinosaurus are two of its most distinguishing physical characteristics, the latter of which is used to easily swipe away a deer invading its feeding grounds. Claire believes that because the person she sees is blind, she will be able to avoid detection if she remains quite long enough. After all, it's a herbivore, so why should it care about her? For fans who thought a blind herbivore going after a person made no sense in the film, the feathered theropod's reaction to the deer proved how territorial the feathered theropod could be. Claire's encounter with the dogmatic dinosaur demonstrates how aggressive herbivores can be, destroying the Jurassic Park notion that all leaf eaters are good dinosaurs. Number 5. Romances are done justice. Many fans thought Ellie and Alan got together at the end of the film. After all, they seem to get along well and share a love of all things prehistoric. In the third installment, she is revealed to be married to a completely different man, Mark Degler. This decision confused fans, but Jurassic World Dominion resolved the issue. In addition, after years of awkward tension, Claire and Owen finally figure out their unspoken thing, deciding to commit to a relationship. Number 6. Dinosaurs in colder climates. Many dinosaurs have been displayed in the world after their habitat on Isla Nublar was destroyed, forcing them to live in climates that appear inhospitable to them. While it may appear strange to see Allosaurus roaming the snowy tundra, it turns out that it's not so far-fetched. According to a Live Science article, there would have been some dinosaurs that lived in the snow, particularly near the Arctic Circle. The Earth wasn't as cold for dinosaurs as it is today, but it's comforting to know that if they'd lived long enough, they might have survived an ice age. Number 7. The feathers. When Michael Crichton wrote Jurassic Park, he used late 80s paleontological evidence, and when Steven Spielberg developed the film, he took some creative liberties to translate what was on the page. When Jurassic Park 3 was released, the velociraptors were given feathered head crests. Jurassic World Dominion improved on its predecessors by making a greater effort to recognize the dinosaurs that do have foliage, establishing in-gen rival Biosyn as a company that avoided modifying dinosaur DNA with things like tree frogs in favor of developing pure specimens. A feathered dinosaur fossil was discovered in China in 2001, according to the New York Times, providing definitive proof of what paleontologists have been saying for years: dinosaurs had feathers. Number 8. Velociraptor's hands curve inward like wings. The Velociraptor, perhaps more than the T-Rex, has been the Jurassic Park franchise's mascot for decades. But even the famous raptor's design can be improved. According to Wired, Trevorrow brought in paleontologist Steve Brusatte from the University of Edinburgh to consult, ensuring that the most recent advances in paleontology were used. In Jurassic World Dominion, the raptor's hands no longer appear to be playing the piano, but instead turn inwards to resemble the precursors to wings. The minor detail not only adds to the world building of Dr. Grant's belief that all dinosaurs evolved into birds. Number 9. The movie shows dinosaurs coexisting with humans. Dinosaurs are fully integrated into human society for the first time. They swim and run alongside other animals, and some are so docile that they can be fed like ducks. The consequences were disastrous when they were first released. This issue, however, was resolved fairly early in the film. Many species would be captured and held in captivity, and it stands to reason that many more would be sold on the black market or trained as assassins. This was not explored in the previous films. Number 10. The dinosaurs' tails are stiff. Some of the dinosaurs' movements may appear a little off to eagle-eyed fans, but this isn't the problem with the animatronics or the CGI. According to Wired, their tails are stiffer because it's thought that vertebrae were fused together. This means that instead of lashing out like whips, raptors' tails have far less flexibility. As with the Atrociraptor chasing Owen's motorcycle in the Malta sequence, the stiff tails make them more aerodynamic.